Hey, my true seekers, how are you doing? Welcome back to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. I know I had said it for 5 o'clock. I was supposed to come on at 5 o'clock, but I decided to come on a little early so I can go ahead and get this right here out the way because trust me, guys, my throat is hurting. My throat is hurting, so I want to make sure that I go ahead and give this a rest. But let me go ahead and so I'm not going to be here long at all. So let me go ahead and put in my disclaimer. My copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for the fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarships, and researches. And guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and put my Cash App, Real Talk 985. If you want to go ahead and donate, please, you are welcome to do it because it is very hard, especially, when you go against the grain and how people, like to go ahead and put you under attack. But like I said, when it comes to this channel right here, honey, this is Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do a little recap of some of the stuff that had happened today. I don't know if you guys have watched the news where they're going to go ahead and reschedule until maybe Thursday. Some said because, it was tested COVID and also a lot of stuff that is going on, which we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that is going on. Also, I don't know if you guys are aware where Nature Boy Eligio Bishop, he wanted to go, and file fire his attorney. I guess he felt like, he's not getting, being represented the way that he wants to be represented, which, that is his rights. So I think that he decided, to go and continue with the attorney. But the thing that had gotten me when it comes to the attorney, especially when he was cross-examining one of the witnesses, who was married to Nature Boy, which I'm not going to go ahead and give her government name, but at the time when she was in, carbonation, she was going by I think Eliana. She was going by Eliana. I think that's what she was going by. And notice when the attorney, he was speaking, to the witness, he couldn't pronounce Nature Boy's name. He couldn't even come out and say Eligio Bishop. He was calling him Elijah and calling him some other name. So, if I was Nature Boy, I would sit there and have second thoughts about that as well, because I got this attorney that's, fighting for my life, fighting for my life. He's, my life is, on the line, and my own attorney don't even know my name, mispronouncing my name, calling me every other name except who my name is, Eligio Bishop. Make it make sense. I see my girls in the house, Starbucks Level. She says, welcome everybody back to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Thank you, Star. Thank you for coming in. But guys, yeah, and so much other stuff is going on. And the judge was, saying, as if Nature Boy, he wanted to get out of it because, but I don't think it was that. It's so much stuff going behind the scene, guys. I don't know if you've been, watching some of the stuff that is going on social media. I mean, the ones that's Nature Boy's witnesses, they are being attacked. They going to the courthouse and they feeling like their life is being threatened. Make it make sense. Like I said, you are innocent until proven guilty. No way in the world that Nature Boy's witnesses, Eligio Bishop, his witnesses should be under attack. No one should be attacking them. Now we hearing that people was coming out, and I'm going to say alleged. All this is alleged, okay? People was coming out, allegedly had knives, fighting, throwing water, bringing into the courthouse cups with liquid in it. How was they able to pass security? How was they able to pass security? And like I said, all this right here, guys, this is what they put out. We got some overzealous people that have been following carbonation. And some of these people don't have the victims as they call best interest, because if they did have the victim's best interest, then they'll let the court do the job. They'll let the court do their job. That's what they are hired for. But no, we have these bloggers, these overzealous stalkers wants to be the judge, the jury, and the executor. All you're doing is messing things up. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And like I said, guys, when it comes to this platform right here, my channel is not for everybody. It's for people that stand on their truth, people that does not be swayed here and there and everywhere. Like I said, I'm going to call it like it is. If you put it out, you air it out, then you are free game. But you cannot sit there and try to harass Eligio Bishop's witnesses. You can't do that. Hi, my girl. I see my girl, country girl queen, and she is in the house. How are you guys doing? Thank you, guys. Thank you. And like I said, when it comes to this platform right here, going against the grain, you don't get, a lot of people come in and, you know, you know, agree to what you say, because everybody, they want you to jump on the bandwagon. And the way that everything looks, if you allowing allowing these people to attack the defendant's witnesses, then if I was in Eligio Bishop's seat, I would say, look like everything is against me. Look like they are working against me. So when he came and he said that he wanted to go ahead and fire his attorney, then maybe, I'm not going to get a fair chance. So I might as well go ahead and fight for my life, represent myself. Because don't look like I'm getting a fair chance. Look like, my attorney, and I'm just saying a legend. Guys, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. That's why this is my disclaimer for criticism, for reporting. This is my opinion. Everybody else can give their opinion. But if you got someone that you done hired supposed to represent you, at least they should know your name, especially when you are fighting for your life and you looking at 30 to life. 30 to life. Make it make sense. And like I said, things happen for a reason. All the stuff that Natureboy used to do when he used to come and he used to entertain you guys on Bigo Live and all these social media uh outlets. Maybe, this is a fight for his life where it's time for him to show who he is, represent yourself. Represent yourself, because we already know, when he was on BO Live, he played so many different characters. So now, let the show begin, because either way it goes, it looked like, it's not, it's not favoring him because of how it looked like it's being biased. And guys, like I say, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. But, if we got his witnesses, feeling like they are being stalked, being harassed, people are watching their every move, then what do you expect? You think that these people are going to come out and jeopardize themselves because we got an angry mob? Because everybody wants Natureboy? Like I said, most of this stuff, guys, these people are grown people. You act like that this man was messing with children. These are grown people that made their own decision. It's their life. It's their journey. It's their path. And it's not like, oh, I'm taking sides. No, I'm just being a blogger, guys. I'm just being a blogger. I'm just calling it like it is, just reporting just like everybody else. It's just the thing about it is that, I'm not so invested when it comes to stuff like this because that's what we have the court for. Let these people do their job. Let these people do their job. Because it's to me, the way that you guys are acting, it's like it's personal. Do you know these people? Or you see these people just like everybody else? You looking at their life. You looking at their life. Like I said, if it's something that I don't like, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the TV off or I'm going to change my channel to something else if I don't like something that, I see. But any time when you see people, most of the time, when they are on these sites like this, these platforms like this, they own these platforms because they entertaining you guys. They are entertaining you guys. You guys the one took it and made it so personal. And some might say, well, all he was doing is entertaining. No, not all was entertaining. He has a catalog full of teaching of what he was doing. You can go on Natureboy TV. You can go on his Instagram and you will see catalogs of teaching. And maybe it was his style of putting a little entertainment in the mix of it. And that's what you took it and you ran with that part right there. You ran with that part right there. And like I said, you looking at someone that is facing 30 years to life. But he's not being charged of what they are accusing them of. These people, they didn't go to the authorities and file charges because of what they are saying that he did to them. Look at Velvet. I thought Velvet was going to do good. Velvet, to me, Velvet, she was, to me, one of the weakest link. And the reason why, because she said when she went out there, they didn't have no toilets. They didn't have no showers. And it's not a word verbatim, but you're going into nature. You didn't expect that, most 9 out of 10 you was going to use outside. You following a man that calls himself Nature Boy. So you complain it because you have to dig a hole into the ground and use it in the ground and cover it up. Most campers, that's what they do. When they out there in the woods, that's what they do. They poop in nature. Half of them most likely don't even take a shower. What's the purpose of taking a shower? I can tell you a history. I can tell you a history about how it was a tribe in Africa when they was trying to colonize this tribe. The reason why they was able to capture the enemies, the colonizers that was coming in, because some of them had soap all on them. Soap and whatever cologne all on them. So that's how they was able to capture some of the invaders that came in Africa. Because they wanted to sit there and come into the jungle with that European mindset. Like I said, guys, and here is real talk, unapologetic and non-biased. I see DeAndre Sims say, are you defending his action? I'm confused. Like I said there and say, I'm calling it like it is. I only can go by of what they are laying on the table. I'm not into, oh, he did this. Oh, he abused this. He did all this stuff. But yet they kept going back and back and back and back and back. Make it make sense. Like I said, I'm not invested in all this. So I can come from a non-biased perspective. I didn't spend my entire life trying to find every move that these people did. I didn't do it. But like I said, you cannot get upset about just because it's not going into the way that you want it to go into. And like I said, guys, please keep it on topic. Don't come for me. I hate it. And I'm letting you know right now, I really hate when you come for me personal. And if you come for me personal, I promise you, you will be blocked. Don't come for me personal because it's not my life sitting there on the judgment seat. All I'm just sitting there saying that if you're going to call it, go ahead and call it right. Go ahead and call it right. You cannot sit there and prove anyone guilty unless giving them a fair trial. It looked like it's guilty, and then after all over, then innocent. It doesn't work like that. That's not the way that the court of law work. And see, that's the problem. That's the problem right here. What DeAndre said, he called himself God. That's the problem. That's what they have a problem with, because you already know they don't like us to sit there and call ourselves gods. They don't like that. The minute when we start calling ourselves God, the Messiah, then they're going to try everything that they can to sit there and try to tear it down. But let's go ahead, and I wasn't going to go into this right here, but let me pull this up for you. I want to pull this up right here for you guys. Let me pull this up for you because, like I said, this channel is not for everybody. And please, please don't click no likes. Please don't sit there and subscribe, because I promise you, in here we eat meat. Ain't no babies in here, and we are not going to pacify you at all. Okay, not at all. But make sure you keep it on topic. Let me show you this right here. You see, you have to know how to rightfully divide the word of truth. Okay, let me show you this right here. This is coming out of. I'm gonna show it to you. Let me pull this up right here. This is Psalms 82 and 6, and you can go to it yourself. Read whatever Bible that you want to read, guys. But let's go to this right here. Hold on, let me pull it up. Psalms 82. Hold on, let's put my glasses on. Okay, Psalms 82 and 6. Let me show you this right here. Like I said, guys, in here, I'm going to stand on my truth. I'm going to call it like it is. I only can go by of what you put out. And see, that's the problem that it is, when they see, especially when our people, when we call ourselves gods, when we start coming together and uniting, they get afraid of that. Why you think they tear down all our leaders up? They don't even let our leaders even, exist. They'll tear them down. They'll call them frauds. They'll call them scammers. And they got our little silly sheeps going along with that. But guys, when are you going to wake up? When are you going to wake up? Let's read this right here. This is coming out of Psalms 82 and 6, since DeAndre brought it up. Right here in 82 and 6, it says, I have said, you are gods. You are gods. And all of you are children of the Most High. So right there is letting you know, if you believe in these scriptures, the scriptures say that we are gods. We are gods and goddesses, but not of the Most High God. I will never exalt myself. But just because someone knows who they are and they calling themselves God, you are God and you are goddess. You are Alpha and Omega. You are the beginning and the end. But the thing about it is our people, is the one sitting there, really sitting there, helping these people do their job because of this European mindset. These Negro peens, that's what we calling them. We calling them Negro peens. That's exactly what it is. Well, if you're giving your opinion, keep it on topic. Don't bring nothing towards me. Don't bring it nothing towards me because, like I said, this is not my life. This is their life. I just chose to sit there and blog about it. Okay, but that's the scripture right there. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. Psalms 82:6. But anytime when they see our people together, rising together, doing something, trying to do for each other, they have a problem because they know when we come together, we will be a force to be reckoned with, where they know that their kingdom will fall. So just because someone chose to denounce themselves from this system and live off of the grid, which I wish they would have stayed off the grid. Because, like I said, I don't see nothing wrong, not the violence. Yes, the violence. But I'm talking about, some people, they talking about unifying, getting the people together and start living a natural life. But we only talk about it. Nobody ever made the effort to actually do it. But this man, he left it all. And we know he was living a very good, comfortable, middle class life. But he gave it all away. And he went out on his journey. And he went out there in the middle of nowhere. And most likely, just according to some what people were saying, it did start it off real good. But you also have to be careful who you allow in your camp because one bad apple can terminate the entire apple where maybe it had got out of hand. Maybe too many people came in. Too many people came in. But I'm, like I said, it is what it is. Let me see what they say. I think people want him convicted. Linlin says, I think people want him convicted for abuse, but he is on trial for, yeah, absolutely. He need to be judged on what he is being charged for. Absolutely. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Be charged of what he's accused for. And the first thing, you guys jumping from all these different platforms and, oh, she said this, oh, this gonna get him. No, that's not the way that it's supposed to work. That's not the way that it's supposed to work. Now, maybe if the feds would have taken it, yeah, but this is state charge. He only could be charged for what had happened in the state of Georgia. Yes, they can take consideration of his character. But the ones that sat in there as a witness, they didn't testify. They didn't testify when they had a chance. They kept following them from place to place, from place to place. And like I said, these was grown people. These was grown people. And I know that a lot of people, they don't want to hear it. But guys, this is real talk. This is real talk. We spend so much of our time, our energy trying to sit there and crucify our own people. But we allow other people to work overtime on us, have done so much to us. But we are embedded to these people where we will hand our own people over and say, crucify them. Crucify them. Let's see what this says. Did you listen to his interrogation for 45 minutes? He told the police, she said no means no. I got the clips. I have the clips. I have the clips. Look, I didn't fall off a turnip. I have the clips. But the thing about it is that once you have a way of escape, then you leave. Don't come back. Don't look back. If I was barefooted, I didn't care if I didn't have my shoes on. I would have ran for my life. And like I said, guys, this right here is the year of 2024. No more excuses. And I feel that every last one of them that was so close to Nature Boy should take accountability of their own actions. They should take some type of accountability because I'm pretty sure, like I said there and say, he couldn't do all this all by himself. Now, I understand, everybody wants the big fish, but everybody had played a part. It takes two to tear down a home. You cannot tear it down by yourself. Ling Ling says these no means no is such foolishness. Women like to be chased while the men chase girls like guys that are persistent. Isn't that what men do? Geez. And you are absolutely right, because we already know how that played out. I promise you. And I'm just talking. I'm just talking. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. But if the alleged accuser would have made Queen, I truly believe that we wouldn't be where we are today. She wouldn't have mind who is getting beat 50 times with a belt, or who is being going into the corners and the closets or whatever they say it was going on in that house, if she would have been made queen, because we already know she also initiated some of that as well. Didn't she take her shawl off of her and tried to beat Malia with it? Didn't she do that? They ran Malia where Malia could have sat there and got hit by the cars. She was the one that was initiating, all in Malia's face. Oh, we don't get no D. We don't get no D. You the one get the D. Now all of a sudden, she was forced upon. And like I said there and say, guys, these are grown women. And I'm not babysitting no grown women. And even when she went out and she got away, she didn't go to the authorities. She didn't go to a support team. She didn't even want to talk to her mom. Her mom called her allegedly. All this for allegedly. Make sure I put allegedly. This is my opinion. Okay. She didn't even want to talk to her mom. When her mom called, she said, tell my mom I'll talk to her later. If I know someone has violated me, the first person that I want to talk to is my mom, my sisters, someone that's close to me. I don't want to talk to a stranger. If someone violated me, why would I go set on a blogger? She's not even a real journalist. She's a blogger. Been clout chasing these people for years, making content after content after content. And then brag about, oh, they just jealous because they got a small channel. I got 30 something viewers. Blogging, boasting about that, because that's what it's all about. It was about clicks and likes, clout chasing. But 6 whole hours sitting on someone's platform, and not near time she said that she was raped. Near time she would say she was raped. And you know what I mean when I say grape. Near time. All she was whining about, she didn't make it queen. She had to serve Malia. Her light shines bright. Malia had to wear my clothes. I had to bow down to Malia. And they gave me some name that I cannot identify with. That's what she was talking about. You guys saw The videos, you guys saw all that? Nail one time. She talked about that until it was put into her mouth. Well, maybe, you don't think that, this and that happened to you. That's course. You, you putting that in that person's head. But she never mentioned that. She never once mentioned that. And just because you wants to see a person off the street, and like I said, I'm not condoning what Nature Boy have done. The stuff that we saw, I didn't like it. But this guy was on from sun up to sundown getting donations, getting donations. So if I was making $25,000 a month on one site, $25,000 a month on one site. This man had 70 something, 72, I think it was 72,000 viewers on Bigo Live. Let me make sure I get it right. Hold on. Let me make sure I get it right. See, we live in a show me state, right? Like I said, honey, if you don't show me, call me Doubting Thomas. If you don't show me, I'm not gonna believe it. You got to show me because see, all the stuff that we got going on right now, honey. All the stuff that we got going on right now, it's in the open. Let me see how many followers this man had. I'm telling you guys that Nature Boy on his Big O Live, he had 72,000. I say 72,000. Take a guess how many followers. Take a guess how many followers that he have as of today. So just imagine what he had before he got arrested. This man had 951,000 followers on Bigo Live, almost a million. A few, how many? How many? I'm not good in math, okay? I'm not good. 59, 59, only 59 away from a million followers on Bigo Live. And you guys want to sit there and say this guy was putting his real life on social media. This guy had an entire production team. He had people coming in that house that they all played a part of what they was doing. And you guys ignored everything that these people were saying because you guys wants to sit there and accuse him and crucify him when all this stuff was a part of some of this stuff was a part of an act. If I had 951,000 on my Beagle Live, and these people were sending this man donations left and right, I will put on an act for you too. I will put on your act too. When we come on here, we don't come in on here just to sit there and just come on. And anybody that say that they have a platform and they just come on just to sit there and run their mouth, they lying. You think that I come on here just to run my mouth? I would like to get paid too. I wants to get paid too. Why do you think that I put my cash app? I want clicks. I want likes, but I would never sell my soul. Like I said there and say, some of these people, they was doing it because they wanted to be celebrities. People are addicted to fame, guys. And the way that I'm talking, I barely can get more than 5 people to come on. But like I said, only what you do for God is going to last anyway, guys. And that's real talk. Long as I know that I can sleep at night of what I do. But I truly believe if I had a follower of 951,000, that's a lot of people. A lot of people that was looking at him. And I promise you, if you would have saw, if Nature Boy and the girls, those ladies would have seen you in the street, they wouldn't have never been able to identify you because they don't know you. They don't know you. You will be a stranger to them. But you guys was the ones that was looking at them. You guys was the ones that was invested in them. But it had people that would come on and they was well entertained. They was entertained. So let's see how many followers that he had on Instagram because he had many other sites. But keep in mind, just on Big O Live, he had 951,000 people. He had 11 million. Guys, listen to this. And I'm trying not to shout too much because, my throat. But he had 11 million, 11.8 million, 11.8 million beans, which turned into dollars that was donated to him. That's some money, guys. That's some money. Anytime when you exchange money, you putting on a performance. And nobody can sit there and you'll be lying out your teeth if some of you was not entertained. Because I'm not going to follow someone that does not entertain me or giving me information that I need to grow with. So let's see on his educational page, because he got some people, let's see how many he had on his Instagram page. Let's check that out right there. So take in consideration right there on Beagle Live, he had 11.8 million people that was sending him donations. And those beans turn into money. So that was a lot of money. This man was making a lot of money. A lot of money. And the thing about it is that it was donations, and you don't have to pay now one dime back to Uncle Sam with nothing with that. So let me see. I think they went ahead and they took I think they took his yeah, they took his I think they took his Instagram page. I don't see it because I used to see his Instagram page. Let me see. Eligio Bishop. Let me see. Well, I don't see his they must have took his yeah, they must have took that down from him because I don't see it used to be all his teaching. I don't see all that up there anymore. But one of his pages, he don't have that many followers, but I know he did at one time, but he still got some of his teaching is that up there. But like I said, guys, this is real talk. This is real talk. So half of the stuff, the majority of it, this guy was getting paid 11.8 million donations, beans that was thrown to him. That's a lot of money. 951,000 followers. That's a lot of people. Just imagine 951 people watching your life, watching your every move. So somebody had to been doing something entertaining because I'm not going to support nothing. I'm not going to support you if I know that you're not giving me what I want. Quite obvious, he was giving some people something that they want to have. 11.8 million donations. People sitting there putting money into his performance. And I know you don't want to hear it. I don't know. I know you don't want to hear it. But I got to tell it to you anywhere. I got to tell it to you anyway. Like I say, when it comes to this channel is not for everybody. It's for people that's going to stand on their truth, critical thinkers, people that's going to think outside of the box. Um, Matt Greatness say, sister, I think his name's Sister Starry. She says hi. Also, DeAndre said, could he have been brainwashed them? Could have. We all brainwashed. Could have. Could have. But still evolved. No more excuses. These people had a chance to get out. Velvet, if I'm not mistaken, they said she went back and forth over 6 times, but she kept going back and back and back and back. And Velvet had a good support team. We talked about that last night. Go ahead and watch the video that I had upload. Velvet had many chances to get out, but Velvet also was aggressive too, and that's real talk. Um, Let me see what I can't pronounce her name, but I'm gonna just say great one. Says, where are these folks now? They should have gotten a paid lawyer for him, and the courtroom should be filled with all the support he had. I'm confused. Like I said, guys, we don't know what's going on. All we going by is hearsay. How would you know if he had a paid lawyer? See, that's the thing about it. See, some of us, we wants to be in these people pockets. We want to be in these people pockets. How would you know? And if you haven't donated something, what it is to you? You don't know what these people are doing. You don't know what's going on. All we doing is looking from the outside in, just like everybody else is. But just like I said, guys, at the end of the day, it's their life, it's their choice, it's their journey. If they want to sit there and run behind a man, and they are grown in age, and we are not talking about children. Most of all these cults you guys bringing up, these people was molesting children. Children. They was molesting children. And not near one time that anyone could prove or came forth and said that Eligio Bishop molested anybody's child. Now you guys made some accusations, and that's what really turned me off, because I was sitting there going along with the crowd at one time until I started seeing the videos myself. Especially when you guys were saying that this man was making out with his daughter. I had to tell someone, please send that video to me. And when I saw that video, that was a lying demon that sat there and put that in everybody's mind. That was a perverted spirit that sat there and ran with that bald-faced lie. And like I said, guys, I'm going to continue. I am not going to never stop standing on my truth and calling it like it is, because I owe no man but to love him. Because, see, at the end of the day, I have to give a report. I have to answer for what I am doing. And I don't want to sit there and give a report knowing it's not what it is. Because, like I said there, and I tell you guys all the time, the world is not going to lift nobody up. And if they lift it up, it got to be a motive behind it. And when you see everybody lifting up one person, then you got to go ahead and you got to examine yourself. But when the whole entire world saying crucify one person, why? The whole world is not going to say crucify one person, because the whole entire world is lovers of themselves. But all I'm just sitting there saying, guys, anyone that had a follower, had followers as large as he had, a very large platform, and over 11.8 million people donating, then quite obvious somebody was getting entertained. And that's all I'm saying. And that's real talk. That's real talk. And I know, not everybody wants to hear something like this. Let me start gossiping and tearing down. But my job is not to just tear down. My job is to also lift up. But I'd be darned if I allow somebody's blood to be on my hand without calling it like it is, just because you bit off a lie. We're not talking about no children. For this man to get 25 to life, no one get that unless they the somebody or sat there and did the big aura to a child. But we are not talking about children. And I do understand no means no. I do. You be telling me a lie if I sit there and say no mean no. But I'm not gonna sit there and say no and still push myself towards you and wrap my legs around you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna give you mixed signals. And once it's over with, not one word I'm gonna mention about it unless I get the naysayers, the critics into it and say, oh, you was this, you was that. Oh, he treated you wrong. He did you wrong. Not knowing that these people was only playing you because they wanted to see this man go away. Maybe someone was butthurt because they was rejected. They wanted to be in a cult. They wish that they can have women coming from all over the world flocking to one man. Not only women, men too, men as well, flocking to one man, following one man. Oh, that's too much power. That is too much power for one man to have. We got to figure a way how to make this stop. We already know who are the ones that's working behind the scene. They ain't gonna say nothing. They gonna use these little silly sheeps. You got the man. You got the man where you wanted him. So why are you guys now stalking all around the courthouse when you see his witnesses coming in? You guys are harassing these people, throwing water on these people. According to some of the information out there, saying one coming with a knife. Wow, is it that serious? Hi, Logic. I see my girls in the house. Logical speak. How are you doing, Lodge? Just on just for a few seconds. I just felt like, to come out and say stuff, say this right here. But this right here, guys, this is real. This is real talk. This is my ministry to call it as it is. It may not be what you want to hear. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Everybody wants to hear a lie. Why? Why everybody wants to hear a lie? Why? Because the truth hurts. The truth hurts. The truth is sharper than any two-edged sword. And like I said, don't come on and sit there and say that I'm taking sides. My side is standing on righteousness. That's my side, standing on righteousness. And I'll be sitting there telling a lie if I'm sitting there trying to defend someone, especially someone that I don't know. Half of you guys, you defending and trying to sit there and like you guys are part of, y'all most likely half of you guys won't even do it for your own family. Why you guys, I just don't see it. Why you guys are so invested into someone that you don't even know. Half of you wouldn't even fight for your own spouse, your own husband, like you guys are sitting there trying to fight for somebody you don't even know. Because if you really cared for these people, you won't sit there and exploit them by putting them on your platform. You will sit there when they come out of that camp. You will make sure that these people have the right support that they need. You'll make sure that these people are set up. But first of all, you'll make sure that these people go straight to the authorities and report everything that's going on. You guys won't wait until somebody make the effort to sit there and say that this man did this to me. Like I said, guys, you got to call it like it is. Well, they went ahead today and they going to reschedule the trial until Thursday because they said that, I guess I don't know who had COVID, but somebody had COVID. And also Nature Boy, Eligio Bishop, he's not happy with his attorney. But like I said, this man is fighting for his life. So if you are fighting for me, at least know my name. The attorney didn't even know his name, was calling him all types of names, calling him some Elijah, whatever he was saying, didn't even know his name. But if I was Bishop, even though, they said only a fool represent themselves, but the way that things is going, it look like I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. So I probably will fight for my own life. Get up there because it looked like nobody else. And I'm just saying, this is my opinion, and everything is alleged. But most of the stuff, guys, I'm here to tell you, most of the stuff that I saw for myself on Beagle Live, I looked at it as for entertainment because these people was getting paid for it. Now, nobody was paying, nobody was supporting them. Then I would sit there and say, yeah, this is real. This was real. But anyone that had a large follower, a million followers, 951,000, short of 49 from a million, somebody had to been entertained. And I know you guys don't want to hear it. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but in here, guys, it's real talk. Unapologetic and nine buys. You guys were supporting this. Because if you guys was not supporting this, you guys would have been shut it down. Ain't nobody shut it down. So quite obvious what you saw. You guys bit off a lie. You guys bit off a lie because this guy had a very huge follower and numbers don't lie. One thing I know, numbers don't lie. 11.8 million donations this man received. 11.8 million, which it was beans, but it turns into dollars. Now, I don't know how that works. All you have to do is go and find out how many one bean or so many beans worth. Time that times 11.8 million, and it would tell you exactly how much money that was made off of Beagle Live. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that he was one of the top hosts. Oh, not I don't think they call him hosts, but one of the top person on Beagle Live. I think it was TKO Capon and Beagle Nature Boy. They was running head to head, but they were one of the top people on that site. They was making up some money. Nature Boy was making up some money where he was able to go and travel. They was eating good. And you guys didn't like that. This guy even started dressing, and enjoying his life. It was just too much for you guys. Y'all was just waiting for one opportunity to set that and set that trap for him. And the time when he came, down back into the United States in the worst place, Georgia, the reddest state. And when he came right there, you guys was waiting to sit there and set traps, sending this guy pieces. I saw it. Groceries, putting all types of flyers all over these people mailboxes telling you guys got a cult into that neighborhood. The policemen. I wonder if they're gonna play the policemen's reports. I wonder if they're gonna play all that, the 911 calls. People calling all night. I mean, the dispatcher was saying, I mean, people just constantly calling. And each time when they was calling, the police got to go out there and investigate. I saw policemen going inside the home and coming out with a good report. They called again. They calling on you again. The house is clean. The people are happy. Wow. Lodge says people will support whoever they please. No problem. Absolutely. But they were supporting this man. They were supporting this man. And I'm going to make sure I post this on my community tab. When I get off of here, I got 4 more minutes. I'm going to report it on my community tab. Country girl say just stop by to show love and support everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you, country, and thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for your support. And like I said, some of the stuff, when the ones that comes in to me, I know my good people. I know people that's loyal to me. I know my good people because whether some things they like and some things that they don't. But you're going to know when you got good people. See, some people, they come with a smile. They come like they for you and a bunch of snakes in the grass. And he had a bunch of snakes. But all that stuff is Bible prophecies. It's not the ones that's on the outside, the ones that we call strangers. I talked about that Sunday. It's not the strangers. It's going to be the ones that's in your camp, the ones that break bread with you, the ones that sleep with you. Those are the Judases. Those are the ones that you got to keep your eyes on. And guys, I got 2 more minutes. Like I say, leave your comment, long as you keep it respectful. Because I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have a dog in this fight. But I'm gonna call it like it is. Because half of the ones sitting there thinking that they are being good Samaritans, they are sitting there, oh, we're gonna make sure, that we get this off the street. Some you got to watch them as well. They're no different. Some of them is just no different. Got to watch them. Because why would you sit there and spend your hard-earned money to go and sit around the courthouse and start these people? Why? Why are they stalking these people? Why? Why are you so invested in these people? Why? Because it's clout. It's just clout. Clout chasing. Clout chasing. Logical speech say yes, the people that are close to you will be for you until they are not. People may not align with you on every viewpoint. It's called free will. Absolutely. We all have a right to agree to disagree. But if I don't like you, if I don't like what you said, if I don't like, what content or what you beliefs are, I'm not going to follow you. Hold on, guys, my throat hurting. I'm not going to follow you. I understand what you meant. I'm not going to follow you, but they were following him. And like I said, guys, I'm here. I'm going to stand on my truth. But I want you guys to go to my community tab once I get off. I'm finna get off right now because I did an hour. And I'm going to screenshot how many people that was following this man on Big O Live. And I want you guys that are good in numbers, go and find out how much is one bean worth, the Beagle beans. And this man made 11.8 million beans. He had 11.8 million beans. And you time how much is one bean worth. And I'm pretty sure it was close into the millions. This guy was making some money. So to me, what I see, it was all a part of an act. This man had an entire production team that was in his house. And, am I a fool if I would say he ran a squeaky clean stuff that was in the house? Was it squeaky clean? I don't know because I wasn't in there. But I know for sure that most of the stuff that he was doing, it had to be to entertain you guys, and you all bit off a lie. And that's real talk. So on that note, guys, I am done.